Original versus Definitive, a series where I look at both versions of GTA 3 and see which one is better. Today we'll compare the missions Give Me Liberty and Luigi's Girls, in which you escape from a very protected enforcer, watch a bridge explode, drive 8-boat to your future safe house to change clothes, then take him to Luigi's club, drive to the hospital, pick up Misty and drive her to Luigi's club as well. We'll compare tasks, execution, speedrun tactics and gameplay. Both games are completely vanilla, played on PC. I'm your host Barry Infos, a GTA player for over 20 years. Leave a like and subscribe for more of the same. Now let's see how Give Me Liberty and Luigi's Girls compare between both versions. Alright, first of all, the graphics are improved by a lot, but let's not focus on them specifically, but on different small details you may miss. Firstly, the flag above Liberty City Bank moves in the wind, introducing wind physics to the game. In the original it's stiff and lifeless. Secondly, you notice the difference in the security camera effect looking at Claude. In the original it's nothing but a green tint. In the definitive we get distorted lines. In the original, when Catalina shoots Claude, we see a very bright flash before the red filter is applied. We don't have that in the definitive. Unfortunately, in both versions we'll see missing people in the vehicles being driven. While in the original we wouldn't really notice them unless you're looking for it, in the definitive they are very out of place and look very weird. The flash from the explosion in the original stay for a much longer time. In the definitive edition you can see more of the bridge this way. Gone are the arrows, now you get a smaller pointer above your objective. Mission names are listed in the middle of the screen as opposed to the bottom right. One of the biggest changes or additions to the definitive edition is the ability to move your camera freely in a car. This would come in handy in future missions, but not here. However, it's worth pointing out. You can also now follow a waypoint on your minimap or even access the newly added map from the menu. The original does not have these features. Smashing boxes in the original results in many small pieces flying everywhere. On the definitive edition, however, the effect was reduced and the pieces are less. Now let's talk about markers. In the original you gotta make sure to stop in the marker so you can activate it. In the definitive, however, even going full speed you come to a full stop as soon as you touch it. This is very significant since you can't change the direction of your car as you are stopping. So now when you get out of a cutscene it will take you longer to adjust your car. With this we conclude the first mission. Not much to say about the second one since it's just drive here, drive there. One thing I could note is that the definitive edition is extremely dark in the opening cutscene. It's probably because this light here is not powered. As you also see, since you stop early in the definitive edition, your car will always be a bit backwards and you won't see it immediately when you finish the cutscene. See? Cutscene finishes, no car. Cutscene finishes, there's a car. One major speedrun strat is the camera change. If you cycle through all cameras once, you respawn all non-police vehicles you see. This is very useful in a crowded area such as this intersection. Unfortunately, this is not possible in the definitive edition because a few camera angles are missing, making the most famous and useful speedrun strat impossible to pull off. Lastly, after completing Luigi's Girls, we get an achievement in the definitive edition, but not in the original. Overall, two very short introduction missions, not much to say except that both versions are practically the same unless you are not speedrunning. We haven't even seen any gunplay yet or any major story development. I would give both versions a point since they handle this mission the same exact way. Like I said, you can subscribe and ding the notification bell so you don't miss me covering every single mission in GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas in the near future. Thank you for watching, and a very special thank you goes to my top channel members and patrons: Monish Pradeep, Alex Chavez, Max Robinson, LMP Racing, House the Chowder, Max Rich, Smokio and everybody else on the screen. Become a supporter today.